Welcome to CBS This Morning, and we're starting with a big ugh. Pressure is growing on President Trump's labor secretary to step down over the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. Democrats are blasting Alex Acosta for a secret and generous plea deal he approved for the financier more than a decade ago when Acosta was U.S. attorney in Florida.
Epstein served 13 months in jail and was often released during the day after being accused of sexually abusing dozens of underage girls. He had to register as a sex offender. Epstein now faces federal child sex trafficking charges in New York City, where prosecutors say a raid of his home turned up hundreds of lewd photos. Ben Tracy is at the White House. Ben, is Secretary Acosta's job on the line?
Well, Acosta serves at the pleasure of the president, and so far the president is standing by him. But Mr. Trump, who has his own history with Jeffrey Epstein, is giving himself plenty of room to maneuver if he decides Secretary Acosta has to go.
I feel very badly, actually, for Secretary Acosta, because I've known him as being somebody that works so hard and has done such a good job.
On Tuesday, President Trump defended his cabinet secretary, while also saying he believes many judges and attorneys wish they could have handled things differently years after the fact.
I would think you'd probably find that they would wish they maybe did it a different way.
That's because of a 2008 plea deal Acosta signed off on when he was a U.S. attorney in Miami. Epstein was tried in state court, where he was given a 13-month sentence that even allowed him to leave jail and go to work 6 days a week. Acosta made an agreement with Epstein's attorneys to keep the plea deal secret from Epstein's victims. Epstein was also granted immunity from federal charges. A Florida judge ruled Tuesday that prosecutors violated the law by not consulting Epstein's victims about the plea deal.
Acosta perverted justice to give a very sweet deal to an accused multiple child molester, and has no business in government.
Many Democrats, including those running for president, are now calling for Acosta's resignation. He defended himself on Twitter Tuesday, saying, with the evidence available more than a decade ago, federal prosecutors insisted that Epstein go to jail, register as a sex offender, and put the world on notice that he was a sexual predator. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says Acosta's fate is up to the president, and the focus should be on Epstein's crimes.
There's no question that the accusations against Epstein are horrendous.
The billionaire financier was once friendly with Mr. Trump, who sometimes socialized with Epstein at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida.
I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him.
In a 2002 article, Mr. Trump said, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." On Tuesday, the president said something different.
I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
The president now says that he had a falling out with Jeffrey Epstein about 15 years ago, but he won't say why. Meanwhile, the author James Patterson, who has written about Epstein, says that Mr. Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago after there were some complaints about his behavior with young women, but the White House will not confirm that. Tony?
All right, Ben, thank you very much.